What's up? Actually, let me rephrase that. It's your friendly neighborhood Xano X, and today I thought I might do a little announcement because I just read an article that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson plans to be playing as Black Adam. And I gotta say, this news is pretty much kind of odd because, I mean, I never really seen him play in superhero movies too much. I mean, can any of you people even name a time that Dwayne decided to, let's say, okay, I'm gonna play, Batman villains or something. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe you would have been a good choice for Bane, because that guy, Christopher Knowles, or whatever his name is, playing Bane in that Batman Arkham Knight movie. I mean, not Arkham Knight, my bad. Dark Knight movie. He don't really fit Bane well, and plus, his body structure doesn't really fit that of a sumo wrestler. Well, not sumo wrestler, but maybe a El Luchador kind. Dwayne probably could make a good Bane, too, for anything else. Just gotta speak a little Spanish, say hola español, and maybe, Dwayne could probably get more roles playing characters like that. It's probably him in DC anyway. Maybe Marvel probably want him too when I think about it. I also think that maybe Dwayne, after all the years, probably requested him to play Black Adam, so he probably step up his game and decide he's gonna do exactly just that, just to play Black Adam. He's an old DC character. I remember he played in, let's see, he's also an enemy of Superman, so it'd be kind of interesting to see him be playing that. Although Dwayne does have the look, but, like I said, but his acting skills aren't too bad, I think. He's a so-so actor, at least to me, but he hasn't really played anything that convinces me that he's excellent at playing roles. I mean, heck, Jeffrey D. Morgan's been cast to play as Batman's dad, a part of I want to say it's the Flashpoint Batman. And that would actually be kind of interesting because I'd love to see Jeffrey D. Morgan play that character. I mean, I've seen his acting with Negan Walking Dead, and I've also seen his acting in that movie called Watchmen. It's also a DC movie, by the way. So he's a pretty convincing actor to me. And he played another comic book company called The Losers, but actually that's the name of the movie, but still. But he knows how to choose his roles, and plus, he's a natural actor, so I can actually be convinced that he can play Batman's dad in the whatever upcoming movie that they're going to have him in. And also, there's also been more casting. I'm not sure who they're going to have to play a Cyborg. Some have rumored for it to be that guy with Kevin and Keevel from Nickelodeon, but I haven't really got the chance to really say who I honestly think could play Cyborg. I mean, we need a big, stocky brother who can say "booyah" and basically, nail that role. I also think that DC's been coming up a long way. I mean, that movie Shazam is funny, actually, and the Aquaman is excellent. I feel like DC's actually not doing too bad nowadays. They're not doing bad with this style. Marvel's not doing too bad either, but DC's always been kind of, creative with the roles that they choose for people. Marvel's been doing a good job. I mean, Robert Downey Jr., no one can be Iron Man than Robert Jr. But, they have in DC, well, Heath Ledger was an excellent Joker, but he ruined it by mixing medicine with alcohol. And that's what killed him. And he actually landed a pretty good gig as Joker. Because people were even saying that, his Joker was actually kind of the best in the films. And then he just one night killed himself by mixing liquor and medicine. And I'm pretty sure his doctor let him know that's not really what you're supposed to do. But hey, he ruined that for himself. And then I remember that Joker in Suicide Squad was the worst Joker I've ever seen. Jared Leto should never, ever play that Joker ever again. He was the worst Joker ever. Shit. It's no wonder if he win a Razzie Award for that one. He's about as Joker's about as bad as Halle Berry as Catwoman. I mean, who were they thinking? They just had to choose these kind of folks for those roles. They could have chose anyone else. I will admit I can't think of anyone who can play Catwoman, but I mean, someone's meant for that role. Just like that Hawaiian dude playing Aquaman, he's meant for that role. There's a woman out there that's meant for playing Catwoman, just haven't found her yet. But until then, we'll have a better Catwoman movie, hopefully, in the future. Now, on to discussion on future franchises on DC and Marvel. I honestly think that, oh, but me, I've always been more of a Marvel fan than I have been as a DC fan. I mean, I will admit DC has had some good things. DC has had some good stuff. The Aquaman movie's one of them. That old Batman movie from 2005 is good. I mean, like I said, when DC makes something good, they make it good. So, I mean, like I said, even though I'm not really a fan of their company, but they still have some good characters. I mean, I know one of the main exclusive characters of DC is Batman and Superman, but they both don't really make sense in their origin. Batman just sounds like he's nuts wearing a bat costume. Superman's origin's all convoluted. I mean, heck, he's supposed to be from a different planet for Christ's sake, and he don't even look like an alien for that matter. When I was younger, I thought he was just, an accident like every other character, but then I discovered, oh, he's an alien from a different planet. Like, he's an alien. He don't even look like it. I would have thought he was just some dude who is a metahuman, got superpowers, but that's not the case at all. The only characters that make sense to me is Clayface, Catwoman, and Static Shock. Oh, I really did love Static Shock, but it's been a while since I watched that show, but it is my favorite, and Teen Titans. I have to admit, Teen Titans is also my favorite. Not to mention, Teen Titans has their own show. I'm talking about the live action one, but I'm not sure if I feel that one too much, to be honest. And another thing I want to point out is that DC and Marvel both have TV shows that's going on right now. Although it was debatable which ones are, exclusively, up on the rank. But I don't think anyone's like on top of each other. I think everybody's pretty much on the same level. Like DC, Heroes Tomorrow, Flash, and Arrow. I watched a little bit of Arrow on CW, but haven't really been into Arrow, honestly. He's just basically DC's version of Hawkeye. So, although I'm not sure who came first, but I just know that, he is basically the same idea as Hawkeye. So, or Hawkeye, whatever his name is. I will say on Netflix, on the other hand, they had some interesting shows with Marvel of Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and then that show Iron Fist. And then together, of course, Netflix originally decided to make The Defenders, which is basically a superhero team that consists of those guys all together. And, I feel like they did a good job with not too bad. I mean, I can feel that the show has a, what's the word? Like some kind of substance, but maybe that's probably not the word that I'm looking for. But either way, that show was all right. I watched a little bit of that. I wonder when DC's gonna. Well, then again, it did make that live action Teen Titans, but are they gonna make it like another live action like Outsiders or something like that? Like even Marvel has the Inhumans, but I'm not sure if that's on Netflix. Maybe that's on Amazon Original. Who knows? Maybe you guys know. Leave a comment. Leave that if you know. Then tell me in the comments below because I would really like to know if that's Amazon Original or Prime, Amazon Prime. Either way, because I mean people still are in superhero films these days. Pretty soon, because I know that there's a website. I'm not sure if it ever happens, but people have ideas of what kind of story you could do with these characters. And so they come with their own version. Hopefully that might be good. And then it goes on to it's called Idea Wiki. I don't know if their version ever gets to the light on screen and some screenwriter says, oh, this is a good idea. Let's have that happen in this movie. And so they decided to just basically make their own version of a character like Black Canary, for example, and then make a movie about her and then make it kind of interesting. Try to see if they can make things good out of that aspect. So hopefully, because I remember like the first time I heard about that woman named Gal Gadot, who's basically, she's not even American. She's actually from a country from the Middle East or something. I have no idea. I need to look her up one more time. But I remember when I first heard her being cast as Wonder Woman, I was like, well, maybe she has the look. Her body's kind of in shape. She looks like she could be playing that role. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm for that after all. Although in the movies, I wonder who they would cast to play as Nightwing. Now, that would be kind of interesting. Especially, or who would they cast to play Red Hood? I know there's this YouTube channel called Bat in the Sun. They do a good job when they, do their version of the characters. But one of these days, I kind of wish they were the ones producing the films. I mean, no offense to the guys who produce them, but some days I wish they would, make that. Well, all I have to say, like, subscribe. See you guys later. Peace out.